Hey guys, welcome back to Ad Talk, and this is my ultimate Oscars hopes and predictions video. Let's see how many of the winners we can guess out of the main awards. But I'll also be telling you whom I think should and hope wins each segment, even if they are not necessarily my prediction. Please note that I will not be covering all the awards, as it was not possible for me to watch every single one of the movies nominated in all the Academy Awards. With that said, guys, don't forget to leave a like on this video and please do consider subscribing. So the way this will work, guys, is I will go through award by award, talking about the favorites for each one. So I will predict which one I think will win. I will also tell you which one I personally think should win. Let's get going with the first award I will be talking about: costume design. So my prediction for the winner here is Cruella. I think a movie about a fashion designer will always be a favorite in this category. Jenny Beavan, the costume designer, has been nominated for the Academy Award for Best Costume Design 11 times, winning 2 awards for A Room with a View, for which she shared an award with John Bright, and Mad Max Fury Road. She has also been nominated 8 times for a BAFTA award. If nothing changes, this will be Beavan's 3rd Academy Award victory, and definitely well deserved, with Cruella's incredible variety of fantastic outfits really catching the eye. My favorite being the garbage truck dress. I think there is little debate for this category. Visual effects, Dune's visual effects are spectacular, and yet as you watch the movie you never feel like you're looking at a green screen. It is all a beautiful part of the movie, of the storytelling going on, the world building process of Dune, and it all looks so natural and so real. Dune is the definite and well-deserved winner here. I think this is going to start getting monotonous, guys. Again, in a non-contest, Dune is my predicted winner for production design, and again is also, I think, the well-deserved winner. The incredible cities of Arrakis and Caladan are portrayed in the most impressive of ways. The scale is epic and it all looks amazing. It's a great pity for the tragedy of Macbeth and Nightmare Alley, which in any normal year would definitely be competing for the prize. But with a juggernaut, at least in the technical side of things, like Dune, there can be only one winner here. Now things start to get a little more competitive in the Film Editing Award. Dune might carry the whole array of smaller awards, but I have a fleeting suspicion that King Richard might compete here as well, especially because of those amazingly well-edited tennis matches. Ultimately, my prediction, however, will fall on Dune, but I do think that King Richard would deserve the win here. In what is also my favorite category, the best cinematography, I am a sucker for beautiful cinematography, and Dune fell right into my ballpark. Dune's strongest competition comes from the beautiful Power of the Dog, and I think I will take a risk and say that the Power of the Dog will win this particular award. It's hard for me to say which of these 2 movies deserves it the most. Both of them are beautifully filmed. I do think, however, that Dune in this case would be the deserved winner. I think that sound is an essential part of the whole storytelling process, and nowhere is that more evident than in a movie like Dune. Just think about the sound of the sand dunes, or the spice, or the flying ornithopters, the blending of Hans Zimmer's magnificent soundtrack, and the movie's sound design is masterful. Definite winner here, and definitely deserved as well. Okay, for once we're not talking about Dune. Billie Eilish's No Time to Die is my predicted winner here for the best original song, and I think there is no question that it is also the deserving one. Listening to it in the cinema made me notice how perfectly Eilish and her brother Phineas managed to match the song to the tone of the movie. Literal chills and goosebumps as I listened to it. This song might have faced some competition from a song like We Don't Talk About Bruno, but unfortunately Lin-Manuel Miranda couldn't have predicted the song's incredible rise in popularity after it released on streaming. And we're back to Dune. But come on, guys. There can only be one winner here. Hans Zimmer's score for Dune was a masterpiece on all levels and serving, as I said already, an essential part of the whole storytelling process and the whole world building. Little to discuss. Hans Zimmer will take this one. So one of my favorite movies of last year was The Mitchells vs. the Machines, the family road trip movie, which managed to be very creative in its ideas and so beautifully animated. As great as that movie was, though, I must admit that I do think Encanto will win and will win comfortably here, considering the great hype that movie has picked up since moving to streaming. I wasn't the biggest fan of Encanto, apart from its beautiful music, but now, for the writing, specifically the adapted screenplay, there are two potential winners. There is Coda and there is The Power of the Dog. The momentum seems to be all with Coda, but I will go with my gut here and choose The Power of the Dog, which in my opinion is a superior movie in every aspect, especially in the writing. The Power of the Dog has some of the most unpredictable writing, with the plot and characters developing in brilliant ways, and the dialogue between characters is just first class. If Coda takes this one, I think it would be a very big mistake. Moving on to the best writing, specifically the original screenplay, please don't let it be Belfast. Belfast was not a bad movie, mind you, but comparing it to something like Licorice Pizza, which was a brilliantly written comedy drama movie with some incredibly fascinating characters like Gary Valentine and Alana Kane, who seem so well written. This is Paul Thomas Anderson's 5th nominated screenplay, and he has yet to win an Oscar. This year should be his, but instead it seems like it is destined for the hands of Branagh. Yeah, there's no discussion here. Ariana DeBose was perfect. When I reviewed The Power of the Dog, I had predicted that Cody Smith-McPhee would be a favourite for the Best Supporting Actor, and it seemed like he was for quite a long time. He seemed to be a big favourite to win the whole thing. Somehow, Coda, however, picked up a lot of steam recently in the past few weeks, and it now seems that Troy Kotsur's performance as a deaf fisherman and patriarch of the Rossi family will definitely be winning his award. I still do feel that Smith-McPhee's performance was stronger, more subtle, and incredibly fascinating to watch, but Kotsur's heartfelt performance is also quite deserving of the award. Cumberbatch's incredible performance in The Power of the Dog should have been a certainty for victory here, but it seems that he's nowhere even close to being a favourite in this award. Instead, it is Will Smith who has been touted for victory for his role as the father of tennis stars and sisters Venus and Serena Williams. I enjoyed his performance and can definitely accept a victory for Will Smith, although I do feel that Cumberbatch's multi-layered performance with a wonderful amount of depth should have been the victor here. I'm feeling a little more brave in these last few awards, so I'll go for an upset here. The favourite right now is clearly Jessica Chastain for her role as Tammy Faye Bakker, but I will predict also what was my personal favourite performance in this category, Penelope Cruz's Parallel Mothers. I really enjoyed Parallel Mothers, and most of the enjoyment came out of the very good writing and the performances by the two main protagonists. Cruz, despite having a very flawed character in Janice, manages to portray a wonderfully empathetic character, expressing warmth and positivity that would make the most cynical of person's heartache. So my prediction will fall on Cruz, whom I feel would be very deserving also of this win. This is one of those awards where I think there's little to no discussion to be had. It is quite clear and also very well deserved. Jane Campion will be taking home the prize, and looking at her competition, it is quite impressive how clear this one is. From the sumptuous writing and screenplay to the beautiful cinematography, The Power of the Dog has it all. And so it comes to this: who will win the Best Picture, Coda or The Power of the Dog? As I mentioned before, Coda has seen a late surge in popularity after what has seemed like a quite one-sided race up to a few weeks ago. I will stick to my guns and go for what is, in my opinion, the superior movie, The Power of the Dog, but I wouldn't be surprised to have gotten this prediction wrong and for Coda to take the biggest of prizes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that prediction video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on this video and please do consider subscribing. Cheers, and I'll see you guys next time right here on Ad Lib Talk.